Hey yo, what's good reader fam? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing well, hope you're living your best life, hope you're reading left and right. Today I am bringing you a book challenge game tag thing that I created. And listen, this could be the stupidest video I've ever done, but that's highly unlikely because I've done some pretty stupid videos in the past. But I came up with an idea and I decided to run with it instead of just letting it sit in my mind and haunt me for forever. Life can be boring if we get an idea and we don't run with it. So let me challenge you, my dudes. If you get an idea, run with it. No, I'm not here to be a motivational speaker today. I don't think this is something that's been done before, but if it has been, my bad. I'm calling this the Flip the Page Challenge. I asked you guys over on Twitter, which if you want to follow me on Twitter, at Jesse the Reader, hit me up. I asked you guys to send me two numbers, one number that will lead me to a specific row on my bookshelf, and the second number will lead me to a specific book. I also asked you guys to send me a page number between 1 and 400. Using all of these things, I'm going to create a new life for myself, which you'll understand that more the more that this video goes on. Now, I'm not expecting all these coordinates to work because if I land on a book that has 300 pages and you gave me the number 350, obviously it's not gonna work. So if it seems that each coordinate magically works, that's because I edited out the ones that don't work. I'm not gonna leave the ones that don't work in this video, trying to save us all from boredom here. I just wanted to clear that up before I got into the video because I just assumed that I would get comments being like, how did all these work? Well, this is how. The magic of editing. Now this could end up being a terrible idea because if I land on a book that I haven't read yet, there's a chance I could be spoiled for some things. But I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my shot. I'm gonna take my chances. I'll live. So without further ado, let's flip the page! Number 1, you're getting a new identity. More on that later. Let the coordinates guide you to a book, flip to the page that you were given, and the first name that you see is your new name. The first coordinates are 17, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We going under. Whoa. That led me to The Pig Man. I read this book a while ago and honestly it did not do much for me. The page number we have is 123, so let's flip the page. And the first name I see is gonna be my new name. I went way too far. I can count. I don't see a name, I don't see a name, I don't see... John?
John?
What? Just like how this book didn't do much for me, that name is not doing much for me. No hate to all my Johns out there. I'm sure you're great people. I've never met a terrible John before. My cousin's name is John. But what a basic name. I already have a basic name. Jesse is a basic name. I wanted to upgrade that name. I wanted to reach new heights with a new name. My bookshelf is full of books with characters with the most absurd names. And I ended up with the name John. How does that even happen? It honestly seems like it should be against the rules. No basic names allowed. At least I'm not like all the other fictional characters. I've got a basic name. It's actually kind of funny how it's considered to be unique to have a basic name in YA because of how many absurd names we have in YA. Haha, Ferrarius. Number 2, it's time to get up and move the heck out of your town. Let the coordinates be your guide to a book, and wherever the location is that that book takes place in is where you're going to be moving to. Next coordinates we have are 8, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Dreadful Tale of Prosperetting, which actually I'm kind of sad about now that this is sinking in that I've landed on the Dreadful Tale of Prosperetting because that means I'm not going to an interesting place. I'm pretty sure this takes place in Massachusetts, which means I'm not going to be going to some interesting fantasy place. Instead, I'm going to be going to Massachusetts. No shade to Massachusetts. I'm sure Massachusetts is great. I've never been there, but I wanted to go to a place like Narnia. But no, that's not happening. Instead, I'm just creating this basic life for myself, which is something I don't need. I don't need a basic life. I'm currently living a very basic life. Give me a place full of dragons. Give me a place with magic, a place with wands and broomsticks. Not some place in the Muggle world. I live in the Muggle world. It's sad. I mean, I guess if I don't have a demon living inside of me like this main character, then we're all Gucci. There's always a bright side. Number 3, you've moved. You're all settled into your new home, but you've got to get that money flow going. Create a job for yourself using the first object that you find using the coordinates and page number. Next coordinates are 4, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Pa! Pa! We've got The House of Hades by Rick Riordan. Okay, we're on page 208. The first object that I see will in some way relate to my job. Baseball bat. Baseball bat. Baseball bat. It's not getting any better the more that I say it. I picked a magical book and all I got was a baseball bat. Why'd you have to do me so dirty?
House of Hades.
You had one job, House of Hades, and you failed me. Don't worry, it landed on my couch. Is this what I get for not having read you yet? At this point, I'd prefer the life that I'm currently living than the life that I'm creating for myself. So I guess my job is gonna be a baseball bat creator. I could like work in the baseball industry, but like, I'm not good at baseball. It's been a minute since I've played baseball. I played it when I was a little duckling and I haven't played it since. The signs are leading to the fact that I probably could not play it today if I tried. I mean, maybe I'm undercutting myself. Maybe if I picked up a baseball bat and went out there and started swinging, I'd find myself to be a baseball pro. Doubtful. I could be that person on the field that has to like gather the baseball bats, but I also don't want to be that person on the field that has to gather the baseball bats. So I'll take the baseball bat creation industry by storm. I'll help behind the scenes in air conditioning creating baseball bats. I just want to go back to my old life at this point. Number 4, you've started your job and you've started developing a crush on one of your coworkers. Use the coordinates to find a book, then use the page number to flip the page, and the first character that you come across will be the character that you're falling for. For this one, we've got 1822. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We going down again. Wow, that led me to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I still haven't read this book, but that OG movie was a classic. And I'm on page 34. I'm about to find my true love. Wow. Grandma Josephine is the first character I see. I'm interested in a grandma. Why did I create this tag again? Also, why am I taking this so seriously and acting like this is my real life now? I get way too wrapped up in these games, but apparently I'm falling for Grandma Josephine. Y'all better start shipping us, cause no other ship's gonna compare to the ship that we create when we come together. Hashtag Josephine. Smack that on a shirt and call it a day. Number 5, using the coordinates and the page number, the first bit of dialogue that you come across will be the first thing that you say to your potential lover. Okay, our next coordinates are 11, 11. Make a wish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy by Cassandra Clare and a bunch of other authors. 11's on this page. Gotta find a good piece of dialogue to say to her. Really want to make a great impression on her. Okay, I see dialogue. I figured I wasn't gonna get the chance to ask this again. You and me, Simon said. We're pretty tight, aren't we? Hey, that's a pretty good opening dialogue. That's actually like pretty decent in this scenario. It might not have been love at first sight, but it was love at first dialogue. What's better than the first line that you ever say to someone that you literally just met being, hey, you and me, we're pretty tight, right? Like I know we just met, but that's enough to create a tightness between us that can't be broken. If anything, we're gonna get tighter from this day on. Our tightness will never be loosened. We don't need any slack cause we tight. Number 6. Wow, that really got to them. Next thing you know, you're in love. We love us some insta-love. Do we? No, not really. But in this case, we're gonna go with it. You've decided that you're going to propose, but honestly, you don't have much of a budget for a wedding ring. Using the coordinates and the page number, the first object that you come across on that page will be what you propose with. Next coordinates are 17-3. We going down again. Wah! Never Fade by Alexander Bracken. Actually, it's not Never Fade. It's In the Afterlife. My bad. Let's do this. 281. Okay, no object on this page, so I'm just gonna flip the page and we'll see if there's an object on the next page. Let's see here. The first object that my eyes caught are color-coded camp uniforms. You're telling me that I'm gonna get down on one knee, I'm gonna hand over colored camp uniforms to Josephine and ask her if she will marry me, and I'm gonna expect her to say yes? I'm pretty sure that most people that you would propose to in that way would just chuck the camp clothing right back in your face and walk away. You know, I'm just really embarrassed for this fictional version of myself. You need to lift up your standards, buddy, or you're gonna kill this love. Grandma Josephine comes from the world of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The least you could have done was get her some chocolate. Maybe even a golden ticket, but no. Color-coded camp uniforms. What you gonna do with that? Wrap it around her finger and hope that she doesn't realize that it's not a wedding ring? I'm pretty sure she's gonna notice. Number 7, we've arrived at your wedding. Find a book using your coordinates, flip the page to the page number that you were given, and the first bit of dialogue that you find will be the first line of your vows. How the heck did Grandma Josephine not turn me down with that wedding ring fiasco? My coordinates are 1, 2. That's gonna be over here. 1, 2. Wah! Again but better by Christine Riccio. We're going to page 3, and the first dialogue that I see will be the first part of my vows. Okay, there's no dialogue on the first page, so let's flip the page. Dang it! No! The first piece of dialogue that I came across is, what's that? What's that? What's that? Am I a broken record? Yes. No. This is going from bad to a whole nother level of bad. You're telling me that my opening line in my vows is going to be, what's that? We have reached maximum levels of bad. This relationship is doomed. Like, honestly, Grandma Josephine should be a runaway bride. Number 8, it's honeymoon time. Wow, can't wait to spend my time with my wifey, Grandma Josephine. I should really stop calling her Grandma Josephine because the grandma part makes it worse. I should just start calling her Josephine. The location of the book that your coordinates leads you to will be the destination for your honeymoon. 17-8 are my coordinates, so I gotta go down again. Here we go. Wah! More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera is the book that led me to, which means that my honeymoon is gonna be in New York. I just want to get out of the real world. Is that too much to ask for? Like, how many fantasy books do I have on my bookshelf and I keep ending up in places in the United States? Can we not go to a place with magic or just get the heck out of the United States? Is that too much to ask for? Apparently so. Number 9, things got a little bit crazy on your honeymoon and now you're expecting a baby. Talk about things escalating quickly. Using the coordinates, find a book, then flip to the page that you were given, and the first name that you come across will be your baby's name. Our coordinates are 6, 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Quarantine by Lex Thomas. Our page number is 312, and the first character name that I see is gonna be the name of my child. 312, okay. I'm gonna look in 3, 2, 1, whoop-a! Lucy. Lucy ran into David's room. Lucy is the name of my child. I don't hate that name. I'd be okay with naming my child Lucy, not that I have a choice. My child's name is Lucy now. Again, not the most outrageously original name, but since we're not even living in some cool fantasy place, at least Lucy won't be name shamed. Number 10, we've got a bit of a time jump here. It's been 5 years and your child wants a pet. Using the coordinates, find your next book, then flip to the page number that you were given, and the first creature that you find will be the pet for your child. If you're unable to find a creature, then the first object that you find will be a replacement, even though your child is probably not going to be very happy about that. Next coordinates are 13, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We have the His Dark Materials series by Philip Pullman. There's lots of animals in here, so I'm sure we'll end up on one. I'm on page 292. We're gonna find out what pet we get in. Literally, no. The first line has an animal in it. It's not good though. Fights between bears. Looks like Lucy's getting a freaking bear. I mean, what child doesn't want a bear as a pet? One that doesn't want their whole family to be eaten alive. Clearly Lucy is like, how the heck do I get rid of my family? I've got the perfect plan. I'll get a bear as a pet, and that bear will eat my parents. I see what's going on here, Lucy. Maybe it'll end up being like Pooh Bear, a nice bear that just wants to eat honey all day and won't want to murder me. Number 11, it's time for your child to go to school. Using the coordinates, find a book, then flip to the page number that you were giving, and using words on that page, create the name of a school. Next coordinates are 6, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Rebel Bell by Rachel Hawkins. We're going to page 327. Wapa! There are an array of words on here, so I'm just gonna shout out some of my favorite ones. Time, standing, fist, punch, eat, fly, killed, fought, temple, stepping, single, cakes, house, shook, crash, punch, thrust. So those are some words that I found on this page. Let me come up with something right here, right now. I think Punch Fist Academy sounds really cool. It's going to be a boarding school. That way I can get Lucy and her freaking bear out of here. She'll go there and she'll find that it's a secret school where assassins train. Even though the name is pretty telling that it's like kind of a action-packed school, like Punch Fist Academy is pretty telling. So she'll end up training and becoming an assassin, and her bear will be her sidekick. But now that I'm thinking this out, this does not sound like a good idea. Like, she already wants her parents dead, and now she's training to be an assassin. So essentially, she'll take all that she learns at assassin school and come and kill me and Josephine. Why have I created this idea of a child that just wants to kill her parents? Like, the second we had Lucy, I'm like, she's gonna murder us. Number 12, you've decided that you're gonna start a YouTube channel as a side hobby. Now that Lucy's off at assassin school, I guess I've got time on my hands. Using the coordinates and the page number, find something on that page that you can use as your core topic for your YouTube channel. Our next coordinates are 9 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. The Doldrums by Nicholas Gannon. We're going to page 217. So the first thing I'm seeing is like winter clothing. It's got talks of earmuffs, gloves, scarves. So I could do like some kind of fashion channel with like winter clothing, like specifically about winter clothing. We've got eating ice. I could do an eating ice channel where I just sit down and do like mukbangs where I eat ice and talk about world topics. That sounds great. I mean, the fashion one is just like too normal. I'm already living this really normal life. I've created this really basic life for myself. You know, outside of marrying a grandma and the fact that my daughter is like trying to kill me with her pet bear and is off at assassin school, outside of that, I have a really basic life. So we're gonna do a mukbang channel where I just sit down, eat ice, and talk about stuff. Perfect. Crushed it, like crushed ice. Number 13, using the book that your coordinates lead you to and flipping the page, use words on that page to create a channel name. Next coordinates are 6 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A Totally Awkward Love Story by Tom, Ellen, and Lucy Vision. We're going to page 66. We've got some words we can work with, I think. Talking, tiny, flapping, decor, jabbering, night, falling, flattered, fact, wandering, front, ball of energy, dramatic. We gotta try to come up with something catchy here. Unfortunately, there's no references to ice on this page. Not that I imagine that there would be ice randomly on this page, but kind of sad about that. I would have liked to work ice into the title. I like jabbering ball of energy. I could do talking ball of energy, but that's too basic. Jabbering is a spicier version of talking, so we're gonna do jabbering ball of energy. I think that could work. It has you kind of questioning what the channel is all about. What are they jabbering about? Do they really have a lot of energy? So jabbering ball of energy it is. Number 14, using the coordinates to guide you to a book and flipping the page to the page number that you've gotten. The first piece of dialogue that you find on that page will be how you greet your viewers when you start your videos. Next coordinates are 2, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. We've got A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. We're gonna go to page 222, aka 222. Okay, so the first bit of dialogue that I see is not in English. It's in what I believe to be Arnesian. I think that's the language that's used in here. Anyways, it's curse law, which I'm gonna look up what that means because I don't remember what that means. Let's see here. Okay, curse law means, what's this? So I'm basically starting out my video saying, curse law, what's this? Which honestly, not that bad of an introduction for a video where I'm gonna be literally sitting down, eating ice, talking about things, doing an ice eating mukbang. Like, what's this? Curse law! It works. Number 15, you've decided to write a book because why the heck not? Using the coordinates, find a book, then flip to the page number that you were given, and from words on that page, you must create a title of your book. Next coordinates are 13, 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We're looping. 19, 20, 21. I just flung my book. This is not the fling your book challenge, by the way. Anywho, we're going to page 399 to find some words to create a book title. Here's some words we've got to work with. Hitting, forces, shower, the, toothpaste, teeth, eyes, mystery, sugar, man, thousand, radio, hair, hustler, romance, lessons. Okay, so combining some of those words to create something. We're gonna go with the mystery radio hustler, and I even have an idea as to what I want to happen in this book. Basically, we have this radio DJ. He's super popular, but he's a super mysterious figure. Nobody knows anything about him. Nobody knows where his location is, where he does his broadcasts or anything. We have a fan of his who's desperate to know who he is, what he's all about. He wants to figure out who this radio DJ is. And once he starts looking into the radio DJ, he realizes that the radio DJ is involved in the mafia, which I guess is where you could say the hustling part comes into it, the hustler part. So this fan who's trying to figure out the true identity of this radio DJ ends up on the radio DJ's list of people that he wants to take out. Yeah! What a story, right? I have a weird imagination. Number 16, using the coordinates, find a book, then flip to the page number that you were given, and the first line that you see will be how your book opens. Next coordinates, 13, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're gonna go to page 13, and I'm gonna try to go towards mid-page on finding the first line, because as you guys have seen in this video, things have gone pretty badly so far with this whole random line situation. I've gotten some pretty bad stuff. Hopefully we're gonna find a good one here. I'm on page 13. Mid-page we're going. This is our first line. It's actually pretty good. I like it. It says, without looking up, she motions me towards one of the chairs. That's a nice mysterious line. I could work with that. I'd continue reading. Why is she motioning him towards the chair? Is there something on the chair? What's with the chair? Also, who's this girl? Who's this guy? I need answers. Number 17, plot twist. The whole reason why you created this whole new identity is because of the fact that a killer was after you. Now that you've become a super mega famous YouTuber and author, the killer has found you again, and they're coming for you. Using the coordinates, find a book, then flip to the page number that you were given, and the first character that you find on that page will be your killer. I told you guys this was a weird tag. Next set of numbers is 2, 22. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We looping. 19, 20, 21, 22. We have here A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. I really hope I don't get spoiled by flipping the page on this one. I haven't read this yet because I'm a reader sinner. Anyways, we're going to page 222, aka 222. I've arrived on the page. First character I see is gonna be my killer. I'm a little nervous. Who's gonna kill me? We're gonna find out. Lila! No! What the heck did I do to you? I thought we were good, sis. I enjoyed reading your story. I'll admit, at first I didn't love you, but you grew on me. We might not be as tight as me and Grandma Josephine, but we're pretty tight, I thought. Guess not. Number 18. One day you're setting up your filming equipment to film a YouTube video when you're suddenly struck by the killer. Using the coordinates to find a book and then flipping to the page number that you were given, the first object that you find on that page is what they use to kill you. Next coordinates are 6, 23. I know where 6 is because I've been there a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. How to Make Friends with the Dark by Kathleen Glasgow. Okay, we're going to page 326, and whatever object I find is what Lila is gonna kill me with. So morbid. First thing I see. Pickup truck. Does that count as an object? I guess that counts. I guess this is how I'm gonna die. She's gonna kill me with a pickup truck. I'm gonna be setting up for a YouTube video. Next thing I know, Lila comes crashing through my room with a pickup truck and runs me over and then just drives off. I mean, if anything, it's a pretty iconic way to go. I'll take it. Number 19. Unfortunately, you've died. Using the coordinates, find a book, then flip to the page that you were given. The first line that you see will go on your tombstone. All right, last coordinates coming from Lala, and it's 1111, which we've had before, but we're gonna do it again. Why not? That's gonna lead us to this shelf, and it's going to lead us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy by Cassandra Clare and a bunch of other people. And we're flipping to page 111, aka 111. So let's find out what's gonna be on my tombstone. Okay, here we go. Okay, the first line is literally dialogue, and it says, "We are all what our past have made us." Oh, that's not bad of a line. You can put that on my tombstone. It's kind of inspirational. I'm down for that. Cool. Thanks a lot, Katarina, who said that. That's a good quote. All right, that's it for the Flip the Page book challenge tag game thing. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. It was quite the journey of creating a new life for myself and then dying at the hands of a fictional character. I hope you had fun on this journey. Now I want you guys to do a little favor for me. I want you to pick a random book from your bookshelf. It can be any book, then flip to page 234. Using words from that page, I want you guys to create a title for if what I just told you was a Lifetime movie from this whole fictional life I just created. Let me know what title you came up with down below in the comments. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If any of my fellow creators are watching this and want to do it, then pew pew, you've been tagged. If you like this video, be sure to go and hit that like button. If you want to see more bookish content from me, be sure to go and hit subscribe or go and hit that bell icon and you'll be notified every time I post new videos. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope your day is bright and that tomorrow is brighter. Keep reading what your heart desires, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye.